see. All right, you're Michael Ramirez.
Right.
Mr. Ramirez, you're charged with unlawful installation of a tracking device. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On August 11, 2024, complaining in this case informed officers that she got a notification on her phone that the defendant was near her residence. She stated that she reviewed her home surveillance and saw the defendant crawl by her car and put some object in her back bumper. Her friend downloaded a tile finder app which finds GPS air tags, and they searched for the tag and located it. The complainant then called the defendant and asked if he had placed it there, and he admitted to playing the tile GPS or putting the tile GPS tag in her car. The complainant and the defendant were in a 7-month relationship prior to the incident.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause. Just bear with me 1 second. Hold on. Yes.
Yeah. If you ask me a question, I guess stay quiet. I just I prefer not to answer. Or just say yes or no. You can ask me questions.
Okay. So what is the, counsel, do you know the relationship between the defendant and the complaining witness? How long of a dating relationship was this?
7 months.
Yeah.
A year, about approximately 27 months in a year.
Okay. Do you have the rip done? Do we know if she wants to have contact with him?
I attempted it yesterday and didn't receive it.
Okay. Do you know if she wants to have a relationship with you, or is it over?
Yeah, it was just.
I don't want to talk about the case. I just want to know going forward, but it's over, right?
Yeah.
No, not technically. It's either yes or it's a no. This isn't horseshoes or hand grenades. Okay, it's over. I'm now making that a condition of your bond. You're not to have any contact with this person whatsoever. And so much, I think I'm even going to order what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Madison Palacios as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot stalk, threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. I want you to know that I'm well within my right to put an ankle monitor on you so I know that you're not having any issues or going near her. I don't want to have to do that now. If I have to do that, it's going to cost you an extra $500 of your money having to pay for this machine. I'm not going to put it on you now. But if I get wind that you're going near her, that you're trying to contact her, you're trying to harass her, you're trying to do anything, and I don't care if she calls you. If she calls you and goes, hey, let's make it up, I've ordered no contact. You cannot have contact with her. Do you understand?
Sure.
If you violate this court order, the state can and will file additional violation of protective order charges against you. And that's about as bad as they come in misdemeanor court. You violate those, I can hold you at no bond. Zero bond until this case is over with. And I will do it in a heartbeat to protect every person in this county. You understand?
Sure.
Now, you have a lawyer. He will take care of you. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, you're not responding to phone calls or text messages, likewise, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds if you pick up a new case, violate conditions, don't stay in touch with counsel, no more PR bonds. You understand?
Sure.
Okay. I need him to sign conditions in the MOAB. So what we're going to do is we'll have him sign a reset now. We'll have him take a seat in the jury box. Can you file no weapons and no contact, please? We'll have him sign all the conditions, and after that, you guys will be free to go.
Your Honor, is his next appearance waived?
Yes,
All right, thank you.
I will waive your appearance. That's why I'm telling you, you must stay in contact with him. So you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you have to stay in contact with him. If he tells me you're MIA, so goes your bond. You understand?
Sure.
All right, guys, come on.
All right, Judge, page 2, Baker, come on up.
Calandria Baker.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Ms. Baker, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On September 2nd, 2024, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a disturbance at a residence. The complainant stated that he was in the bedroom asleep until he was awakened by his hair being pulled, stating that he felt pain. The complainant stated that the defendant was on top of him while he was in the bed. The complainant also stated that the defendant began striking, scratching, and pulling on his hair with her hands, causing pain. The law enforcement officer observed several red scratch marks on the complainant's chest, rib, and lower stomach area, along with redness and bruising on his left arm near the armpit area. The complainant and the defendant in this case are dating with 4 children.
She has a prior aggravated assault against the same person, I see. What happened in that case? Is she knife, gun?
Looks like a car and knife. The defendant attempted to run the complainant over, went inside that apartment, grabbed a knife, pointed at the complainant, slashed the knife across his left arm, sustained minor cuts.
Well,
Complainant sustained minor cuts.
Ms. Baker, I'm finding there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you not to have any contact with this person whatsoever. Do you understand? I don't care that you have kids. You have a prior aggravated assault with this guy. We slashed him with a knife. No more contact with this person. Do you understand? I'm entering in what's called, well, let me see if there's a protective order already in place. There is. On the 3rd of this month, a protective order was issued in this case. I suggest you get to know it because if you violate this protective order, the state can and will file additional charges. And then I'm telling you now, with your prior aggravated assault, if I find that you try to have contact with this person, I'm going to make your bond so high, you're going to spontaneously combust. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Are you still living in the same place? Have you moved out?
We've been together 10 years. I have 4 kids. What she's reading is not what happened.
I know that there's 2 sides to the story, ma'am, but what scares me is that your trigger temper is what scares me. I get that there's another side to the story, and I get that you may have issues as well. And I don't know what happened to garner, what happened in this case, but what I'm trying to do is keep you guys separated so that it doesn't escalate to something more serious. I see that you do work. You have 4 kids. Do you have custody of the kids now? Who has possession of the kids?
We've been together 10 years. We stay together. We share a car together. I work 7 days. He works 6 days.
Yeah, I'm not giving you, no, you cannot have contact with this person. I'm trying to decide whether to give you a lawyer, ma'am. That's why I'm asking this, because I know that you have 4 kids and it's probably really tough and expensive as it is. Would you like to apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am? Your other option is you can go hire.
I don't have money for a lawyer.
Ma'am, I'm offering it to you now. I mean, I get it that, I'm trying to alleviate the stress on you now because I know that with the stress of having this case, number one, the stress of having 4 kids and then having to go out and hire a lawyer when money's tight, it adds just unneeded stress, and I'm trying to help you out with that. Stephen, do you mind giving an application, please? I'm gonna give you an application now, or you know what, actually, I already have it, so don't even worry about it. I'm gonna have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, I'm gonna have you take a seat in the jury box. I'll get your bond conditions. I'm gonna ask you, ma'am, we need you to sign these bond conditions. After that, I'll find you a lawyer to speak to, okay? Please.
Right this way.
Yeah, no contact, no weapons for now.
Emmanuel?
And I don't know, I mean, even if he wants to have contact with her, with the prior aggravated assault, I don't know, man.